Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be watching another Kentucky Ballistics video. This time it is scope kisses. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm going to guess from the thumbnail and from the title that it means when you shoot the gun and it recoils back into your head and it like hurts your eye. I've never had that happen to me because I'm not an idiot. But we'll find out. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. I love his characters. Oh, he's doing like an e-girl workout video? You're not twerking enough.
Do it one more time, old man.
He's not pretending to do squats, but make it look like he's riding dick.
Hey, come on, man! Quit walking in front of my camera! Can't you see I'm trying to film my sick workout and show the world my sick biceps? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you filming for your 5 followers? Actually, it's 15 and a half followers. Why don't you show me some respect, bro? Maybe I would show you some respect if my grandmother didn't curl more than you in her silver sneakers class. And as for your camera, how's this for getting too close?
Oh my god.
You're right, I'm sorry. Come here, boy. I'm going to show you a real workout. Don't hurt me, I'm sorry.
I was gonna make a joke how he did the thing. I was gonna make a joke on how he did that thing that one big streamer does, which I can't remember his name. He's the one who kicks his camera a lot. That's the only thing I've seen. He just pulled a that.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And today, we're going to talk about kisses. And I'm not talking about Hershey's Kisses. I'm talking about scope kisses, which are not delicious at all and are actually quite painful. So
don't kink shame me.
What is a scope kiss? If you are aiming a rifle and you have your scope a little too far back, or maybe you've got your face a little too far forward, the recoil of the gun is going to cause that scope to come back and give you a little kissy-wissy on your face. Now, that is quite painful and can cause quite a bit of damage to your face. Today, we're gonna see just how much damage that would cause to the shooter. I have several rifles, starting from small and going all the way up to very large. Now, I don't feel like being scope kissed today, so instead I have a Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie bus that we will be using as our test subject. I am very excited about today's video, so let's go get set up and get started. So
I'm trying to think with the guns that I have shot, because I have shot rifles, but I don't think I had scopes on any of them. I was pretty young when I went hunting, you know, back in the day with my uncle. So maybe he gave me a gun without a scope because one, he didn't want me to get, I almost said French kiss. He didn't want me to get scope kissed. And two, he probably didn't expect us to actually find anything and shoot anything during that hunting season. So maybe he was trying to protect me from that. This is the same trip though, where he did let me shoot a shotgun and he made me fall flat on my butt, because he told me to shoot it from a sitting position on a log, and I banged my head. So that might be wishful thinking on that. I don't know, but I'm more of a revolver and pistol kind of guy. I'm less into rifles. I like the handhelds. Well, they're all handheld. You know what in one hand, and you grip it on the bottom, and then you aim, and you have that nice positioning. I just feel really cool whenever I shoot them. I'm just going to be completely honest. But I love revolvers. There's just something about revolvers that it even transcends into video games. Whenever I play a video game, can I use a revolver instead of a clip pistol? I probably said the wrong thing. Clip, I think it's clip magazine. Someone in the comments is gonna be really upset with that. But I don't know. I don't know. It just feels cooler, you know.
I have been racking my brain trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to make this work, and this.
I am not a boomer, chat.
A bag of sand. So I wanted this zombie bus to be firm, but still have a little bit of give to it. I felt like cinder blocks would be too much, and a sandbag
he likes his busts firm.
Just right. So we're going to start out with a 22 long rifle. This is a bolt action rifle. I don't think this is going to provide a big kiss, just more of a little smooch. So I'm going to line this rifle up with the zombie bust. I'll be the one pulling the trigger, and we're just going to let the magic happen. Okay.
How is this gonna work? Oh. Okay, that's gonna be a little annoying, but I think that's fine. I don't think I'd be upset.
A 22 long rifle would not be too bad to be kissed by. We don't have a lot of damage here. So now we are going to move on to a bigger caliber. So we are going to jump from 22 to 223. I have an AR-15 here. Let's see what this does. All right.
God, that sounds so good.
Here we go.
Okay, that was smart.
Oh,
that was smart.
I think you would have felt that one.
Oh! Oh, okay. There's like a little... You're gonna have a little bit of a scratch. It might hurt your eyeball if you got it open right there and you don't close it in time. You know, your reflex might take over. But, ooh, that's gonna be one of those where you pull back and you're like, ooh! You cover it up and you're a pirate for about a week.
So there's not really any marks on our zombie bust, but the slow-mo shows that a 223 would definitely kiss you a lot harder than a 22 long rifle. So now we are going to step it up to a bolt-action 308. This is quite a bit bigger than 223 and should produce more recoil. These are some Underwood ammo, 175 grain controlled chaos, by the way.
Oh, that's a cool way to load it.
This may leave a mark. All right, here we go.
Ooh!
Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're gonna be bleeding.
308. Definitely be kicking more than the 223. We have visible marks now. That's even cracked a little bit. That cracked his eyebrow and through here. And this is cut. Oh my goodness.
He'd be fine.
308.
This would be a great video for playing at when you're first learning to shoot. You know, it's like, hey, before you use this rifle, son or daughter, you know, son or daughter, either or. I think everybody should learn to shoot at least a little bit so they have a healthy fear and appreciation of firearms. Because, you know, once you fire it, your relationship with guns changes a lot once you fire them. You know, it's just, hey, you know, you got to be aware of this. So, you know, it's not like in the games, it's not like in the movies. So you need to be aware that there are risks when you're shooting them that maybe aren't so obvious. You know, because I've seen those videos where people bop themselves in the eye because of these things. It's pretty good. What risks? He's showing you the risks right now. It looks like it hurt. It probably did.
It's pretty good at smooching. So we still have 3 very large rifles to test out in this video. But before we do, we're going to try something else. On top of being scope kissed, there's something I like to call being forehead licked. And that is where someone is shooting a very big handgun, does not have a very good grip on it. They do not have their arms straight. They do not have, there's a buckle. Get out of that lens. Anyways, they are not hanging on to that handgun good enough. And when it goes off, it comes back and hits them in the forehead. So now we are going to try out a few handguns and see what that would look like. You know, getting scope kissed is not very awesome, but you know what is awesome? Today's sponsor, Vanish Holsters. And I'm very excited to announce that Vanish Holsters is doing one of the biggest giveaways that I've ever had the pleasure of announcing on this channel. One of you is gonna get a brand new, fully customized Chevy Silverado Trail Boss Z71. I love this thing. Not the mannequin. The holster. The Vanish holster is the most comfortable holster I have ever worn.
How do I enter?
Premium materials and enhances your everyday carry. And it is very versatile. It works with 99% of all modern handguns, carries 2 additional magazines, and works in a variety of carry configurations. So about this giveaway, all you have to do is click my link in the description down below and pick yourself up the most comfortable holster you have ever worn. And that's a money-back guarantee. And on top of that, Vanish Holsters... You
know what, since we're reacting to his video, I'm going to, hopefully I remember, and if I don't, call me out, but I'm going to put his link down in the description below of my video as well. So you can go and enter as well, unless that... Although, would that be bad? No, never mind. No, I'm not going to put it. I take it back. I'm not going to put it in my description because you need to go to his video and watch his video. Go give his video traffic. Go watch it. Go watch it, and then click his link there. I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to take any sort of traffic away from him there. No. I'm gonna put a link to his video in the description. Go check his out, and then you can click the link. No, get traffic to his video.
Is hooking you up.
I take it back. I thought about it for about one more second.
Retail price when you use my special link. So you're getting an exclusive discount and you're getting extra entries to the giveaway when you use my link in the description down below. So be sure and check it out. This is only going on for a few weeks. Again, a big thank you to Vanish Holsters for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. So this little guy right here is one of my favorite hand cannons. This is a Ruger Super Red Hot.
Oh, that looks
Alaskan
beautiful.
454 Casull with a 2.5-inch barrel. It is very snappy, and if you don't hang on to it, you're definitely going to get forehead licked. Now, this is an Underwood ammo 300 grain jacketed hollow point. I am very curious.
What is in the
to
back?
See what happens. So I've put some thought into this, and I feel like this is the best way to do it. I'm going to get down behind the zombie bust. I'm going to put my hand here on his shoulder, so if he were to fall back, my forearm is all that's going to hit me. And then I'm just going to put the gun.
Okay, before he shoots, this isn't going to happen, but can you imagine if the gun goes like this? Goes bop, it hits the skeleton. It hits the zombie. And then the head goes back and it hits him and it forehead licks him. It's just a Newton's cradle of ballistics. Yeah, oh my god. That would be hilarious. You know, I don't want him to get hurt though. It would be it would be a Newton's cradle moment. Oh, no, it seems like he's prepared for it though.
Gun in front like I would be shooting, and we should get some good forehead action.
That's what she said.
Here we go.
Aw. Oh, ooh. Oh, go. Wait, hang on. Oh, I have never thought of that. Oh, I have never thought of how one of the iron sights could just stab you. Oh, I thought it would just be all, I thought it would be all blunt. That just goes, you know, oh, that's smart. Ooh, you know, it nothing like that. But imagine if that hit just a little bit lower. It would go right into your eye socket. Oh my God, oh no. I've never considered that.
So you definitely would have felt that one. We have us a new mark here, and I believe that's from our front sight. It damaged all of this above his eyebrow. This next hand cannon I have is one that I have seen on the internet a lot, slapping people in the forehead.
Magnum?
And that is a Desert Eagle.
Oh, Desert Eagle.
This is my Magnum Research Desert Eagle chambered in 50 AE, and I have some 50 AE Underwood ammo, 350 grain full metal jackets. Let's see how good this thing is at licking foreheads.
Oh, okay. Oh, what the? Did it jam? Wow.
So it appears our slide came back and hit the zombie bust in the chin and kind of prevented it from coming up and slapping him in the face. Now that still would have hurt really bad, but we're going to take one more try.
How'd that do?
Yeah, I'd say that got it.
Ooh, that is a broken, potentially broken nose.
We had a much better result that time. We got smacked right in the face. I don't see any new damage, but the slow-mo camera definitely showed that that would not feel nice. But I have one more hand cannon.
That's at least a bloody nose. That's at least a bloody nose. It jammed in the chin. Oh, it hitting in the face caused it to jam. That makes sense.
That's slightly bigger than that one to try out. And that would be the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, the biggest production handgun in the world. This is a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum with an 8 3/8-inch barrel, and I've seen lots of videos of this thing licking people's foreheads, and we're going to see if we can recreate that. And I'm going to be using some Underwood ammo, Kentucky Ballistics 600 grain hard cast. That right there is looking pretty good, but before I...
Hey, Leith, I'm gonna say it right here. As much as I love revolvers, I think I would be, because I've shot guns before, but I don't have nearly as much experience as I would like. And if someone said, "Hey, you want to try shooting a Magnum like that?" I may say no because I would be worried I'd hit myself in the head. That I I wouldn't be ready. Yeah, now that's a revolver, and I think that's too much revolver for me. I would say I would need a little bit more experience shooting other guns to feel like I'm ready for something of that caliber, let's say, literally.
Give this zombie bust a new forehead tattoo. If you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. And here we go. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that's his teeth. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. That's not even the forehead.
Well, after reviewing the slow-mo footage, it looks like you would not have a new face tattoo from that, but you would need to pay your dentist a visit. It seems that this rear sight smacked him in the mouth, and you can see all this in here is pretty broken. He's got some broken teeth.
Don't pick at it.
There. Those are broken.
Ooh.
Yep, there's one right there. So I think that just goes to show you that if you are not very experienced with handguns, you definitely want to be extra safe when you try out your first hand cannon. Otherwise...
Yeah, and don't make this your first hand cannon either. Have you shot a dragon? You're trying to get a D's nuts joke out of me, aren't you? You're trying to get a dragon D's nuts across your forehead joke. Nice try, Winter. Nice try. Nice try. Has your perspective on revolvers changed? From this, no. I feel like I have a very healthy understanding of my capabilities with guns. I just know that there are limits to what I would feel comfortable doing with my experience level right now. And I would feel like any experienced gun owner that would have someone and say, hey, they express interest of wanting to try out, shooting, and they come to you for help, and you're like, oh, yeah, here we go. And you give them as their first gun this. Well, why? Why would you do this? Should not be your first gun. You need to work your way up. You need to get comfortable shooting. You need to understand how the weight of guns and the feeling, because there's a lot of psychological parts of it with shooting a gun. Because when you're shooting, you're like that first trigger pull is very scary. Okay, let's not pretend that shooting a gun isn't scary your first time, because this is a gun. That sure, maybe you've played some video games, you're like, it's just a gun, but as soon as you get that in your hand, it changes. It changes. So, so, I would not recommend that this is a good starting pistol. I would say even revolvers necessarily aren't a good starting gun either. As much as I love revolvers, I would say probably start with, a one that has a clip that you put in. So, yeah. I would say that would be the best place to start.
You may look kind of goofy afterwards. So now we are going to transition back to rifles, and boy, are they some big ones. The 308 did quite a bit of damage to our zombie bust, but I think this one is going to do a little more. This is my Savage 338 Lapua bolt action rifle.
Oh my goodness.
As you can see here, 338 Lapua is no tiny round. Oh man. This is going to be gnarly. All right, let's get it lined up. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. She be kissing.
Oh, the nose.
Let's have a little look at our zombie bust here. Yeah, his nose is chipped. Ooh. And this is all nice and broken. I would say that after that, you may be a little gun shy. You also may be investing in an eye patch. So the 338 Lapua was not playing around, but when it comes to recoil, I think this next gun has it beat. This is my CZ 550 Safari 505 Gibbs. This gun is not necessarily very heavy, but it's producing a lot of energy. This is the 505 Gibbs. This is a 600 grain jacketed soft point, and this thing is going to be producing a lot of recoil.
You know what I like about this gun right here? What I like about this gun, for example here, is how there will be people who think that you can judge how dangerous or powerful a gun is. People who necessarily haven't shot guns or don't know much about guns. That they look, oh, that gun's safe. That gun isn't as dangerous or powerful as the other gun. Because if you ask someone who hasn't ever shot a gun before, and even if you asked me, I wouldn't know. I probably would think that this gun isn't as powerful as the one that he just shot and you ask me to pick which one you think is more dangerous, I'd be like, no, it's probably not that one. It's probably the one he shot before because it's got more parts to it. Looks scarier. But no. The gun looks can be very deceiving. Yeah. If a wood stock, there's just something inherent on how we look at guns, probably because of movies and video games, that a wood stock, you're going to think, oh, it's not as bad. It's not as bad. This gun is not nearly as dangerous as the other ones. No, because I've seen videos, and I think this was when I was younger, and I was like I was down the rabbit hole, let's say, and I have come out of that rabbit hole a better person and not falling for those types of videos. But there was one where they were trying to see people if they could pick out which guns are more dangerous. And they would always pick the fancier looking ones that probably aren't as dangerous as some of the ones with wood stocks. And it kind of shows the ignorance that some people have related to when they talk about guns, when they don't know much about guns. So yeah, a gun is still a gun. That's also true. Guns be dangerous. And also, just because it shoots more doesn't mean it's not any more dangerous. You know? Yeah.
Okay, let's get this thing lined up. Okay, I'm going to say about right there.
Oh my God.
Cow. Yep. 505 Gibbs. Definitely be kissing.
Well, there goes your eyeball.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh.
This is the type of video you need to watch before you shoot a gun like this.
There are bits of bone on this scope. Take this with a grain of salt because I've never actually been on a safari hunt, but I don't think that scopes belong on rifles that produce this much recoil because there is always the risk of that. I don't want anything near my face that is producing that much recoil. I'm sure all the guys on the safari forums are really going to rip me apart for that one. I know they love me. So our last...
Wait, what does that mean? What is that a joke? Do they hate him? Why do safari gun people, why do rich dentists that go on safari hate him? Why? Huh? Why is it always rich dentists too? It's always the rich dentists.
Rifle is a gun that I have personally been kissed by. This is a Serbu RN50 50 BMG, and when it comes to 50 BMGs, this is pretty darn light. And this one in particular does not have a muzzle brake, so I feel like this is our best chance at delivering the biggest, wettest, fattest scope kiss that we possibly can. So now we are going to create the
oh my God.
Possible. The only thing that I think would be worse than this is a 950 JDJ scope kiss, but I did not want to risk ruining that scope, so this is what we got today. More 950 JDJ videos are coming though, so stay tuned, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. So
this is a World War I anti-tank round?
What we've been using, we were using a sandbag, so it had a little bit of give, but this time we're not doing that. I have 2 cinder blocks and a lead bag. He's on the sandbag.
This setup is just asking for trouble. You're in the war. It's like, hang on, I gotta get next to a wall right here and put my skull between it and this gun. You're just asking for trouble. This is a Darwin Award waiting to happen.
Here at a slight angle with that scope, very close, but we still got a little bit of space so we can really punch him in the face. And now I'm going to pull that hammer back and pull a string. 50 BMG smooches coming in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, well, there he goes. Oh my! I think he might be dead. Or he's going to die. Let me rephrase that. What? He can't walk that off.
Okie dokie. I'm surprised that that didn't just completely fall off the table. That was quite a bit of recoil. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. Scope, surprisingly, still looks good. It's not moving. Come on. Nope. All right. That's not coming out of there. I'll have to get that out later. Let's take a look at our zombie torso here. He's not looking too good. His skull is fractured.
Yeah.
Feels kind of loose also. This is all broken. His orbital bone, all of that is just shattered. Oh my goodness. Golly. And then, yes, his entire skull is fractured.
Yeah, just put some Flex Seal on it.
Exaggeration. His skull is cracked and he's just absolutely mangled. I don't think a 50 BMG scope kiss would be this bad, because most likely the back of your head would not be pressed up against cinder blocks.
Fair.
But I would say if you were too close to a 50 BMG scope and that gun went off, you definitely would be needing a makeover and insurance and potentially a glass eye. So what did we learn today? Well, I know personally I learned
a huge
that
crowbar.
placement is very important, and so is your face placement. I think it goes without saying that before you shoot a rifle with a scope on it, you definitely need to make sure there is a proper distance between your eyeball and the back of that scope. Otherwise, you may end up looking like this guy.
Oh my.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to check me out on all social media platforms. Links to those are in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
Man, he just hates them tables.
I like that crowbar.
That's
pretty effective.
Giant tools are sexy. All right, I'm just gonna say there's something about giant crowbars, like comically large wrenches and tools. Not the electrical ones, just the ones that are all mechanical. Like you hold it in your hand and you just turn it and use it. Nothing with moving parts like that. But there's just something about them that's sexy, you know? I don't know how to describe it, but I've seen them. You know, you go to Home Depot, even as a kid, you see a crowbar. It's like, I gotta hold this. There's just something about holding it in your hand, and it just feels right. You know, look up the 30-inch monkey wrench. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that when I do the outro. We'll do that the outro. And you know, YouTube, thank you for watching. And if you want to experience some other stuff before and after we do these types of videos, come on and join the Discord and come by the live streams live. Links in the description and the first pinned comment. And please leave any other channel recommendations down below. I love hearing them. And other video recommendations down below. And I can also put them in the Discord, you know. But until next time, consider checking out his videos as well, so you can also enter that giveaway. I won't be putting the giveaway link in the description because I want you to go to his video. I want you to go to his video, so I put a link like I always do to his video down below. And yeah, enter to win that truck. If I win, I'll let you know. But until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day and stay awesome. Bye.